I'm David, and someone recently sent me a Facebook quiz, how Californian are you? I grew up in California. And I've been out of California for 30 years. I lived for 20 years in Chicago. And I scored 100% Californian. But, you know, when I think about aspects of myself as a cultural being, I've lived in lots of different places. So I think my being gay is an aspect of my cultural identity. My having grown up in Peru is an aspect of my cultural identity. My feeling at home in Vermont is an aspect of my cultural identity. So, yeah.
I'm Amy. I'm also from California, but sort of moved around a lot and never really had a major cultural influence in my life. For the first time, usually studying abroad, living abroad, sort of always identified with American culture, what that was, and for the first time came back at SIT and sort of feel like, oh well, maybe, you know, I started to identify a little bit more with European culture, and definitely now noticing the difference between East and West.
My name is Whitney. My mother's side of the family were proud Scots from the Booker clan. And on my dad's side, I'm related to Samuel Clemens, also known as Mark Twain. So that's proud lineage. I've been dubbed an honorary citizen of Africa by my friends because I've spent a lot of time there, so I can connect with that part of the world. Yeah, that's where I am.
My name is Brady. I have a very mixed family background. I would say I am from a small town, probably even smaller than Brattleboro. So I'm used to that, and I feel at home in a small town, and I love going to small towns in foreign countries. And I think I'm pretty adaptable. I enjoy learning to adapt to a new culture and their way of being and understanding.
My name's Nick, and I've grown up here in Vermont, and I feel that this East Coast has really influenced me a lot, especially since I've traveled and always wanted to come back. My dad's Native American, and my family still lives on a reservation in northern Quebec. And I'm trying to identify with that culture a little bit more, but I haven't had a lot of experience with it. And my mom's French Canadian, so that's more of the side that I was raised with.
My name is Deborah. I'm from Iowa, not to be confused with Ohio, the other state. Who I am as a cultural being, my family is beyond mixed up, so I'm American, and I don't have any other claims, but I really identified with, I lived in France for a couple of years, and that way of life got along with me really well. But at the same time, I love to salsa dance, and that's part of who I am, so I consider myself honorary Latino from time to time. So there we go.
And now can we... Oh, wait, we have two more people. Yes.
Ooh, deer in headlights. I'm Rebecca. I think that anytime you meet a person who you become really close to as a friend or anything else, you kind of take a little piece of that culture with you. So I'm a mixed bag. I am Southern, but I'm with Lauren. I appreciate that that's a part of me, but I'm not going back. Spent some time in Japan, so there are some things that I've definitely picked up from there that are probably permanent. I have Cherokee heritage, and I'm working on getting a little bit more in touch with that. I guess I'm nomadic. That's who I am.
And speaking of Rebecca's,
Hi, I'm Becca. I'm from Michigan and grew up in Michigan my whole life, and then went to school in Indiana. And like, I did not like living in the U.S., but I realized I just didn't like living in the Midwest. So I traveled for about 8 months, and I feel like a lot of who I am now I picked up from Southeast Asia culture, and now I feel very at home in Vermont. So I think I would make this a permanent residence someday.